This time, I'm not taking no for an answer. What's going on, everybody? It's Christopher D. Connors here. Welcome to Tuesday, January 15th. It's the Live Boldly newsletter, and I'm so happy to have you back here. I got to celebrate my youngest son's one-year-old birthday just yesterday. It's been a very nice time in with family. I hope that you've been enjoying the new year and that you get to spend that time and covet that time with the people that you love as well. Wanted to share the story today of Steph Curry, and you'll see here in the story the link to the most recent article that he wrote called Underrated, and it showed up on the sports website, the Players Tribune, last week. And it was a fascinating glimpse into one of the world's greatest athletes, an MVP winner, a world champion, who has cultivated such a powerful faith and belief and confidence in himself to go on to do things that, frankly, most people never in their wildest dreams could have imagined. The topic of his article is actually leading toward an idea that he's going to have about starting a basketball camp for high school players who are not quite as heavily recruited. But the concept behind Underrated actually manifests itself into this whole thought methodology of, despite how much you achieve in life, and Steph Curry has achieved a tremendous amount in the sports world in basketball, that mindset of being that underdog, of being that person that people maybe counted out, never really goes away. He tells two awesome stories, one of which when he was growing up and he got frustrated after an AAU travel basketball tournament, and his mom said to him in the hotel room, "Son, only you get to write your story. Don't let anyone ever dismiss you. You can make it happen through your hard work, your faith, your perseverance, all of those things. You write your own story." Tells another funny story of when he was in high school and his father had played in the NBA, Del Curry. And he viewed it as someone was coming to the school from Virginia Tech. He thought that they were coming to recruit him. He got all excited. And he maybe in the back of his mind was wondering whether it was a favor to his father, who did play basketball at Virginia Tech. And when the recruiter got there, he said, "It's great to see you. Thanks for having me. We'd love for you to come walk on to the basketball team, not to get a full-time scholarship." So imagine that now for one of the greatest players in the world, a surefire Hall of Famer, who, when he was in high school, wasn't even receiving full scholarship offers from most Division I schools. So underrated, what does that mean to you? Are you someone that has maybe had some failures, some mistakes or setbacks along the way? Maybe you've achieved really great success, but I bet you can look back at some of those setbacks as the real launching off points toward why you are where you are right now. Whether you've already made it or whether you haven't, having that attitude and cultivating that belief of feeling underrated and knowing that no matter what level of accolades that you attain, you're always thirsting, you're always hungering for something bigger and greater, something more than that. So I'll close with saying, when I talk a little bit more about this time, I'm not going to take no for an answer. Steph Curry is someone who refused to take no for an answer. Didn't let a lack of scholarship offers bother him. Didn't let the belief that he maybe wouldn't be a great college player. And all along the way, as you'll read in the article, there were people who told him that he couldn't do it. Maybe other people have told you that you couldn't do it. Worse, maybe you sometimes tell yourself that you can't do it. This time is different. 2019, this year is the year that you start using faith to overpower and overcome that fear of success. You start using that fear of failure to ignite, motivate, inspire, and lead you to overcome the things, to overcome the adversity or the hurdles that you maybe would have tripped over in the past. So I encourage you, keep going, keep moving forward through all the blood, the sweat, the tears, the disappointments along the way. Keep making sense of those things. Find something to light the fire inside of you that motivates you, that leads you to that really next big step. There are going to be many of them along the way, but you have to be mentally prepared to get there. This is Christopher D. Connors. Thank you for checking me out. Tell me more about your week. Tell me more about what you have going on. As I mentioned last week, I'm very excited. I'll be giving the keynote speech at the Global Business Travel Association, one of their membership organization events in 2 weeks in Nashville. So I'm preparing for that, working with some coaching clients and doing my typical weekly writing. I'm working on my upcoming book, and as I mentioned in the newsletter, you'll be getting more from me about my upcoming ebook called Maximum Impact, which will be free to all of you, and look out for that in the next month and a half. And if you're in an organization who's looking for speakers, why don't you give me a shot and reach out to me and let me know if you'd like for someone to come in to talk a little bit more about values, emotional intelligence, authentic leadership. I'd love the opportunity to do that. Visit me at christyconnors.com. Have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you soon.